Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob and I'm attempting to become the youngest German-speaking person to sail around the world solo. But not taking the easy route, instead going around the legendary Cape Horn. Over the last several years, sailing vessel Wolf was prepared for this voyage.
Good evening, sir. French lifeboat, Notre-Dame de Rocamadour. French lifeboat, Notre-Dame de Rocamadour. We are proceeding to your position.
After finally leaving the English Channel behind, a collision at night with an unlit waterway buoy and a distress situation creates a huge setback. The result is a damage below the waterline as well as on deck. After Wolf got hauled out that night, I'm living here in the boatyard for the last 2 weeks. Now it's on to find a solution and get back on the water as quickly as possible. A few days after the collision, the insurance promised to cover the repair costs, which is great news. I already have a contact of the boss from the company which hauled Wolf out. The company is based in Croissant, a town further south. So I get my road bike out to ride to the yacht service to plan out the next steps. Okay, so good evening from Croissant here, which is the town south of Camaret, and absolutely beautiful here with the sunset right now on the bike. And I just visited the boatyard, which is planned to do the repair on the Wolf. They were already on board twice, and they have their main HQ here in Croissant. And I've now talked with the owner for half an hour or something. Amazing guy, absolutely amazing guy, and such a friendly person. And we've planned through that whole thing and did a few sketches of a new bow system, which will go to a local welder and will be made out of stainless steel. But the most important thing is that it seems like that it can actually be done quickly, because the weather is perfect in the next weeks, actually in the next 1.5 to 2 weeks. And now I will finally hopefully get the official offer for my insurance, and then we will see further. But it actually couldn't look any better right now. So yeah, perfect way to end an amazing day here in Portugal. Okay, and now let's cycle back to Camaret. It's a beautiful road for the bike and the beautiful sunset, so let's enjoy the ride back.
Hallo. Hallo. Und ja, das schaut jetzt echt gut aus.
But yeah, so today was an amazing day basically. The first really great day since the accident, which is now almost three weeks ago. yeah, I've been here pretty long. Doesn't feel that long, to be honest, but it is. And yeah, today I got the great news that the repair seems like that it can be done pretty soon. So theoretically, with a bit of luck, Wolf should be good to go in like yeah, 2.5 to 3 weeks. And I just wanted to reflect a bit on what happened until now, how the trip went from the start in the Netherlands up until now. So basically the first leg, leaving the English Channel behind. So definitely, which I didn't imagine, to be honest, but it definitely took some time to get used to being on the boat for a longer period of time, or basically living on the boat for the next 1.5 years or 2 years. So I until now I was used to just being on the boat for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something, non-stop, and then going home. So my mind basically worked like that and was always looking forward to go home. But yeah, now my mind got used to living here on the boat, and now it feels pretty strange to thinking about going home, because I will go home for the time being when the boatyard is working here on Wolf. So we'll go home for about 2 weeks or something until she's ready again. And the rest of leg 1 was definitely bitter cold. So definitely looking forward to finally reach the tropics or subtropics. The first few days went way too well. That was already suspicious back then. Then we had the chaos with the 40 knots at night. Yeah, that is a part of sailing. Then to the end now, just 10 miles or 2 hours basically before ending leg 1. We had the collision with that damn buoy. That definitely had not to happen, but it's a part. It's an experience you can't get on a different way. It's pretty stupid to call it like that, but it's the truth. It's an experience. But yeah, that are my pretty chaotic thoughts now. Okay. Okay, so let's freeze our butt off and cycle to Grosjean once again. That is the 3rd time now. I was already there yesterday after cycling there for the first time for the offer from the yacht service. But yeah, I need to cycle there once more. So off we are again for the 10 kilometers to Grosjean in the now winterly temperatures here in Brittany. But the thing is, it's like really beautiful here in the backcountry in Brittany. Absolutely amazing. There's a military base, a huge one right across the valley there. But despite that, it's absolutely amazing. Like that tree here looks great. Okay, and Grosjean. Okay, and here we are. Everything went well, and I get promised that the work on board Wolf will start soon. So again, with a beautiful sunset, it's time to head back to Camaret. Okay, so I just had a moment which went completely through my bones. I know basically for the whole day I heard like squeaking from the bathroom area behind there, from the heads area. Soon I discovered that the whole thing where Wolf is not standing on, but which holds Wolf upright, that there's a wooden thing like onto the hull which holds the boat upright, and the wind is coming from directly the opposite direction, so the boat gets basically pushed onto that, and the whole hull was like, I didn't notice it at first, but the whole hull was like that whole wooden thing was like pushing in the hull a bit. So I still had the mainsail with the lazy back, the boom, etc. up. Also the foresail. Now it's too much wind to get that out because I would have to furl it out to take it down. I'll do that at around 2 a.m. There is forecasted to be less wind. But I now got the mainsail, the lazy back, the boom, and everything, which the dinghy, the Jannaker back, everything, which is like friction to the wind, down in a complete panic mode. Yeah, in a complete panic mode, that is the best way to describe it actually. But the great thing is that that damn squeaking from behind there has actually stopped since I removed everything from the deck. Okay, good morning. It is pretty cold. Nothing new. Okay, good morning. It is the next day now, and I've thrown basically everything off in a complete panic mode from the deck yesterday. Mainsail, lazy back, dinghy, even the spray hood. And today, now I just discovered what the error is basically. So the thing which holds Wolf up on the aft side is way too much aft. That needs to get further towards the bow. That thing is basically here right now, and that should be here. So I'm gonna try to find someone who can do that from the boatyard here. Nope, that's locked. That afternoon, the hull support gets moved to the right position, and I can sight a breath of relief with some crepe at the local creperie. The next day, a pleasant surprise awaits, as the yacht service had already started their work on board and already removed the damaged pulpit. A huge storm hits the shores of Brittany with winds up to 15 knots. Because I need a decent Wi-Fi to get some work done, I decide to take a bus ride to Brest for the day, the place where Wolf and I should actually be right now. Brest is a historic maritime city on the coast of Brittany and is home to around 140,000 residents. It is known as a gateway to the Atlantic Ocean. Gut, ich schalte mal kurz auf Video. Heute in der Nacht ist ein Sturm drüber gezogen wie noch was. Also ich glaube, das waren 50 Knoten. The Castle Marina here in the city was my goal in the night of the collision. In the evening, the 1.5 hour bus ride goes back to Camaret. Okay, it is 4 a.m. and I'm working through the night tonight. I'm basically cleaning up the whole boat, doing a lot of boat stuff or work which has to be done, small things in the electric, etc. but I'm working through the night today, which is pretty fun. Okay, so good morning from the cockpit locker here. Just reconnecting my diesel heater up there, which I installed in The Hague and was probably one of the best things I installed until now. But I always had an error 15 on the control panel below deck, and that error is an undervoltage error, so the heater doesn't get enough battery voltage when it turns on, and I always thought that my batteries were pretty much dead or are dying, but it turned out that first, at least it is written in the manual, you have to connect the heater directly to the batteries, which I didn't do. I connected it to my distributor in the locker here, which is behind there, and that goes to the circuit board in the nav station. And secondly, the cable which goes from this distributor behind there to the circuit board is a smaller diameter than the original cable here, and over 6 meters, that is a pretty huge voltage loss, I guess. And the thing with boat work is, no matter how dedicated you are to keeping everything clean and organized, it always ends up like this, always, without exception. And this is the cockpit right there. Okay, so today I don't have my watch on. Today is Tuesday, the 26th November, and originally I wanted to go home the day after tomorrow, and until tomorrow I have to get everything out of the fore cabin here, because they start working below deck. So for the next few nights I have to move in the saloon. It is now late November, and slowly the town prepares for Christmas. I'm usually not the alcohol guy, but that is a pretty huge collection here. Not sure which to take. Okay, let's do some deck cleaning now. In the dark, in the cold. Luckily not in the rain, but in the dark. I'm now preparing to leave the boat for now, so I spent the night cleaning on and below deck and making space for the yacht service to work in. After a night without sleep, the next morning I embark on my 31-hour journey back home to Austria. Okay, so I'm in Brest now, and I'm trying to find a Wi-Fi and a toilet. I have to wait 2.5 hours until my bus goes, so it's gonna be fun. Yes, that is Paris. A bit huge. Back at home in Austria, it is the deepest winter. Using the time of this little home vacation, it is time to do, well, what people in the Alps do in the winter. In my hometown of Graz, Christmas is now just around the corner and the city streets are full of people enjoying the atmosphere. The work on Wolf back in France is well progressing. Here in Austria, meanwhile, it is time for some mountain adventures.
Hello.
Yeah, bonjour, hello.
I was just preparing an email for you for the update of the boat. I think we will have the pulpit tomorrow.
Okay.
And then the part for the anchor, an email. Okay.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice day, bye bye. Okay, so it actually looks pretty good as far as he said. So basically the work on the hull is finished. So the plastic laminating stuff work is finished, and they are now just waiting for the pulpit, which should come in the next days as far as he said now, and the new anchor holder stuff, which should also come in the next days, and then it's basically finished. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I get the news that the work in France is coming to an end, and so is my time here at home. Meanwhile, the year has come to an end, and 2026 has arrived. So the guys working here at the boatyard are just amazing. As soon as they saw me with my, I don't know, 4 packages, fighting my way from the bus station to the boat here, to the boatyard area, they were in their cars as soon as you could see, and were coming towards me and taking my packages and bringing them here with the car. Okay, good morning. It is the 3rd day, I think, now on board, and the weather is back up again. It's beautifully sunny outside, and now I want to do the cabling for the new radar, for the Halo 20 radar back there. Because I told the boatyard I wanted to do that myself, because I know the electrics on board. I did them myself, and I know where I have to lead the cables. And then we have this cable. This end plugs into my chart plotter up in the cockpit, and that one is the RJ45 port, I think. So the data port of the radar. So this is the cable here from the radar up there, comes down here, beautifully done by the boatyard, next to my next to the deck seals of the solar panels and everything else, which I did by myself. Okay, so now onto the fun part. Drilling holes into boats. Let's go. Okay, so everything is connected and I just powered up the radar for the first time and the radar is transmitting and showing a beautiful clear picture. After nearly 4 months on the dry, the time now has finally come. Okay, I almost... lens is dirty. Okay, I almost can't believe it. There is the boatyard and we are in the water, or on the water, luckily on the water, not in the water. We're on the water again. Amazing. Amazing. So I'm just motoring to the marina now on the other side and trying not to crash into something. It would be great from now on. So let's go. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back in the water. Finally, she's back in the water like, yeah, nothing ever happened basically. So my plan here is now to stay for a bit longer, a week to 2 weeks. I can't say it with certainty right now because I'm first waiting for a weather window on the Bay of Biscay to cross southerly. And additionally to the repair itself, the boatyard also did some upgrades on board, which the first one is the new bow fitting here with because the old one was completely smashed up, so we made a custom one with now my delta anchor on that side and a Genacro bowsprit on this side here. And on the stern here, one important thing which would have probably also avoided the collision, radar. Yeah, I will go over that, over those upgrades in the next video. I can't give you a preview right now like usual because we are now basically back in real time. So yeah, let's pretend that did not happen, but learn our lesson. I should have never gone through the channel du Fort, the channel between Ossau and the mainland, and especially not at night. That is a lesson, definitely. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Thank you for watching. Bye.